Oh, and that was the front of the thing. Big day today, guys. So we are gonna be installing lights in the garage because currently I'm using the 2 lights that are installed in the garage, this battery powered DeWalt, and then I also use this work light over here by the garage door. First things first, we'll go ahead and cut the power and pull these lights down and see what kind of wiring we are dealing with.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze.
So we're gonna laying everything out and finding where the studs are. That way we can run some wires down to the other end.
This far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. No, we gonna let it out tonight. Gonna let it out.
This will be the final connection. Whoa. I'm happy with it. That's a lot brighter. That corner looks really good.
Just like a spark that's breaking.
How good does this place look? No battery power lights, no shop lights in the background here, just the ceiling lights, and everything in the shop is completely lit up. This has been a project I've been wanting to do for so long. I've been putting it off, but my dad came over. We finally knocked it out. Took about like an evening. So I am so happy that is done. Ran into a few issues because these lights here feed power down to these lights. We had some duct work, but we got it all figured out. Everything is wired up. Now you'll notice I got this big area right here, which means we can finally pull the body off the Reaper. I know I teased you a little bit in that last video, but it's officially time. We're getting this body off. And in that last video, I just used ratchet straps and I strapped them to the body. Not the best way to pull the body off, but this time I got lifting eyes. So we're gonna mount these to the floor. That'll give us a much more vertical pull, and hopefully that'll be a lot better. I'll be spending the next probably like hour or so mounting these little lifting eyes into the floor and adjusting all the straps to try to get this thing as balanced as possible and lift it up nice and flat. Everything's rigged up. We'll see how balanced this thing is coming out. It's making a lot of noises that I do not like. Got caught a little bit on the motor bracket, but I think we're doing all right. Have just enough room in between the pole and the front of the garage. Oh, and that was the front of the thing. I didn't exactly think about how I was gonna put this thing down. I think I'm just gonna leave it right here on this jack stand. Hopefully it'll sit nicely and doesn't do anything too wild on me. All right, so on second thought, the rockers are already pretty much destroyed. So I'm thinking I can get some jack stands underneath the 4 points on the rockers, and hopefully that'll hold this thing up a little bit off the ground. That's a little better. If you guys ever started a project, got pretty far through it, and then realized that you have absolutely no idea what you're doing, I'm at that point right now. I cleaned up the frame a little bit to show you guys kind of some of my concerns. So you have a piece of sheet metal on the bottom here that's formed, and then you have this piece of sheet metal on top, and they're just spot welded the whole way down like so. That is not very strong. This frame, not that thick. Don't mind the coolant. Now this frame up in the front here is completely smashed in. It is crinkled. That's not good. That's kind of what made me start looking into this frame and how weak it was. Now I've had this thing on some rocks, but nothing too serious. And up in the front here by the winch, this cross member that comes across is also just sheet metal. And you can see it's completely crinkled and completely bent in from when I put this thing in a ditch. And unfortunately, that's just not gonna work for the kind of riding I wanna do with this thing. I wanna be able to throw it around, abuse it, and have it survive. So I'm gonna start tearing into this frame a little bit. I'll probably take this front bumper off, cut this end cap, and I wanna see exactly how thick that frame is, and we'll go from there. It is not good, you guys. So the main frame of this thing is made out of, I measured this and it's like 0.64, which is somewhere in between 14 and 16 gauge. And then where you have the suspension components, they welded on this thicker plate. So here's the back side of the frame, and that thick plate stops right here. And then in the back here, you can see they welded on that thicker plate right here, just where the suspension connects. And then in the back, same exact thing, thick plate from here to the back of the frame. That means everything from here all the way back is made out of that super cheap thin metal. So I don't think that frame is gonna do what I want it to, so let me know down below what you guys think I should do. Leave a comment. Should I replace the whole frame of this thing? Should I just roll with it and destroy it and see how that goes? Should I get another side-by-side and try to use some parts off of it? Well, let me know. So not a whole lot got done this weekend, but we did get lights in the garage, and we did get this tore apart to the point where we can see where we wanna go with it. So that's pretty cool. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.